Hello everyone and welcome back to another Figurehead Reviews video, and today we are finally going to assemble the Clayface Collect and Connect figure from the recent DC Multiverse wave. We have here all the figures in the wave that come with their respective pieces. Superman coming with an arm, we have the head and lower torso with Batwoman, the upper torso which is split into two pieces coming with Two-Face, his stubby little legs coming with Jessica Cruz, and then finally the last arm coming with the Martian Manhunter. But enough about that, let's go ahead and get this assembled and take a look at Clayface. And here is Clayface all assembled, and wow, what a intimidating figure. He is actually a lot bigger than I thought he would be, and actually has a lot better articulation than I thought he would. There are some limits to the articulation he has, but I'm really surprised, and we'll go over it, but his leg articulation is, I think, some of the best leg articulation I've seen for a Multiverse Collect and Connect figure. But with that being said, he does not come with any kind of accessories, which bums me out for things like the hands. Would have been awesome to get similar to Sandman, getting like the big hammer or just alternate fists type things as far as attachments go. But he doesn't have any accessories, so let's go ahead and just jump right into a better look at the sculpt and paint work. All right, so getting in up close here on Clayface, and yeah, really cool head sculpt for sure. Very much looks like the Clayface from the Detective Comics Rebirth that is going on right now. The eyes actually came out quite clean. They look good, the glowing yellow. He does have jaw articulation, and when you look inside there, he does have a second row of teeth, both on the top and bottom. That is, I don't know about previous art styles, but that is definitely an art style and direction that they've gone for the Rebirth line for sure. Looking at the rest of the figure, there's not a whole lot to see. I mean, he's essentially just sculpted to look like a giant clump of clay. The paint comes out really decent on it, though. They have a bit of shading going on, so he's got this dark brown as kind of a base coat, and then it looks like they did a bit of a dry brushing of an almost reddish brown throughout, and that came out really good. And you know, definitely just looks like a big old lump of clay. So I'm actually going to move the camera out a bit more so we can see it all. And yeah, there's not a whole lot to point out specifically. I would like to have seen, like I said, some different hands just to be able to do some really cool poses. And real quick to point out, I think I might have put his legs on backwards. It's really hard for me to tell. I did this one because that looked like a big toe to me, so I figured it'd be on the inside. But looking back at the product shot, I think I might have put him on backwards because these guys here at the thigh rotation don't exactly line up. So make sure you take a second and take a peek at it, because I'll tell you right now, I cannot get these to come off. So that is definitely, once they're on, they seem to be on for good. But with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a look now at his scale and articulation. So looking at Clayface's scale, we can see he's coming in at about 8 3/4 inches tall. So definitely on the larger size when it comes to the Collect and Connect figures. As far as the articulation goes, unfortunately his head, because it is mounted on the back the way it is, we don't get any up and down. You only get rotation, which obviously is kind of weird. So you can get kind of a crooked head, and like I mentioned, he does have the jaw articulation, but unfortunately there's no up or down or side to side. Looking at his arms, we do get a very far or good up T-pose there, and he does have, of course, full rotation, but you will want to be careful bringing it around. It does rub on this back piece, so you kind of might have to bring it out a little bit. He does have a single jointed elbow, which actually does give pretty good articulation, though. He does have a rotation as well as a hinge on the hands. It's a little stiff, though. Maybe I can get it. Well, it definitely has it. It's there. You can see it. Very subtle, though. He does have a ab crunch, which you can get pretty decent. Let's see if I can get his arm out of the way there so you can see it. He does get pretty decent back and forth, and no type of rotation, though, at it. He does have a rotation, though, right there at the waist. Boy, he's so bulky, it's hard to move him around. He does have legs that actually have really good articulation in there. He does have a pretty far forward kick and not too far back. He does have that upper thigh cut I talked about. He does have a single jointed knee, which actually can go pretty good. He does have a hinge, and holy cow, he also has ankle pivot on a Multiverse Collect and Connect. Oh man, that is amazing that he has pivot. I love it. And for a quick size comparison, we can see Clayface here next to the King Shark Collect and Connect figure and the new 52 Doomsday, and he is making Doomsday look like a runt, and he's even given King Shark there a run for his money. He is just a really wide and broad figure, which is just awesome. Those arms, man, his hands almost going all the way down past his knees there. Very big figure, very cool to have him. And for one more quick comparison, here is Clayface standing next to everybody in this wave needed to complete him. You have Rebirth Superman, Batwoman, Two-Face, Jessica Cruz, and the Martian Manhunter. And you can really get an idea of that wingspan there that he has, stretching out and actually being able to put his arm around the entire wave. And that about wraps it up for this review, guys. And yeah, really cool figure for sure. A welcome addition to kind of the Rebirth look as well. We can possibly get the whole Bat team going there from Detective Comics. We got Batwoman. We had a previous wave with Batwing. We got a Rebirth Batman. Now we just need to get like Orphan, Spoiler, and maybe a Red Robin figure, and we'd be good. But yeah, really cool figure, and again, this is showcasing what Mattel is working towards. The fact that they have a figure this big with ankle pivot is awesome and a step in the right direction. Again, I've been cursed lately with loose joints. As I was posing them a bit more, this joint here was a little loose at the hip, so he kept sliding down, but again, shouldn't be anything I can't take care of. But all in all, really cool figure, great wave in my opinion, with the exception of the Martian Manhunter figure. The Jessica Cruz, Rebirth Superman, and Batwoman figures are great. Two-Face is a good figure. I just wish we had gotten maybe an updated body mold for him as well. But all in all, like I said, great wave, worth picking up, and Clayface definitely is an excellent capstone to that wave. So anyway, with that being said, guys, if you like this review, please make sure to hit that like button down below. Make sure to subscribe for more content just like this and more reviews coming soon. And aside from that, thanks for watching the video and have a great day.